just an experiment. It ain't perfect, but then again, nothing really is. Check it. First off, let me say this. I don't want to reach the A-list. I want to be your favorite, or at least repeat on your playlist. I want to know, what's the price of being famous? While they bees in the trap, me, I bring it back to basics. But let's face it, I want to attract C-notes till my way out. I'm rolling for double D's and I'm hoping for a payout. See, I never fuck with E, and nope, I never gave an F. I guess the key to success is to get right or get left. I never claimed to be a G, but by no means a pussy. You could test the waters if you feeling froggy, push me. But know that I see any move as a direct declaration of hate. So the slightest flinch, you better come correct with the preparation of H. The half of it I know not, but I do all I can. I act before I think, but still I think before I am. Sometimes I find that I might be out of my right mind, cause I see things differently than most, and my third eye's blind. I try to stay grounded, but still I take flight like Blue Jays. Keep the suspense with punchlines like bottom nines with 2Ks. Used to fuck with the L's, then I gave in to sobriety, but still dabble with the bottle, so that's not truthful entirely. Stay in touch with your roots, keep your friends close like M&M's. Then again, one thing my past life has taught me is that you don't always need the stems. I'm a brain teaser, fuck with your mind like the end game. Competition lacks behind like a bike with a bent frame. Negativity slides off me, my whole body's Teflon. I could take shots at you without having to drop an N-bomb. Life's a simple equation, I jot it down with a magic pen. Productivity minus procrastination, multiplied by time the italic end. The whole world's green with envy, subtract the blue, we're all yellow. Oh no, there I go, woes, just strapping young fellow. Still stuck in the middle, looking for a bit of jiggle like Jello. Cool, calm, and collective, perfect blend of aggressive and mellow. Not aiming for martyrdom, but still I try to mind my P's and Q's. Analyze the human condition and all the things that we've misused. Survival of the fittest becomes survival of the smartest. Study all of humanity's flaws so that I could pass our test. Who agrees with Ron, who disagrees, who isn't looking for world peace. Aside from the lost and the impeached, the damned and the deceased. I don't know about all that, but I wouldn't mind financial stability. A nice house, an R-type, a dose of substantial chivalry. The ability to amass a stack of S's with vertical lines and handle any operation that stresses with surgical dollar signs. Get the life down to a T, long as I get a good jump from the line. Launch to victory, T-minus an undefined number of time, cause the game it seems to a vacancy. So I'm coming through with blazing speeds. Double takes been making you turn 180 degrees. And I'm dropping bars made out the same frame and temperature. You ain't even seen the half of what I got in the repertoire. Guzzling UV till I'm sensitive to V-Tech chirps. Stumbling a bit, can't see shit. And on top of it, my head hurts. Don't get it twisted, can hold my liquid. But once you've thrown enough back, keeping clenches on your senses becomes one hell of a tough act. I'm getting cocky and thinking temporal. Really, I just want to live comfortable. Refuse to lose, but it's naive to believe I'll always get the W. Oftentimes I wonder if where I was placed is best, or if I should have been a product of Generation X. It's honestly exhausting, excavating for exits. Existential x-rays, examining why I exist. Exhale, take a deep breath, express my moral traits until X's on my eyes signify my mortal state. Just a millennial, sending memos to my dentals. An echo boomer hoping his words will reverberate through your mentals. So allow me to reintroduce life's mathematic magic. Words that'll take a slice back at it graphic. Y will be the cash flow, X will be the passing days. X is constant, Y fluctuates like crashing waves. Everything is straight as long as it stays at a high plot. Cause rise over run is fun until you hit a dry spot. You think it's funny how you're stacking all this money, but anybody will lose a sense of humor when the Y drops. You focus on my why, I contemplate your why not. Should worry about yourself instead of pondering what I got. Anyways, Z is anger, it's the same from you to me. The Y dives, it'll rise higher than hands of jubilee. Yet we stayed zeroed in, as if this fate is just a fallacy. But one step forward and two back is the reality. Well, actually, it's about how you make use of your will. You're at ground zero, but you can choose to rebuild. If you're complacent with your statements, then leave it alone. I've never been one to judge, to each is his own. What does your preference cost you? Yeah, I got my flaws too. Put two and two together, and you can see that we all do. Let me think of a good place for me to begin. The fact that I like being 3 sheets to the wind, where I'm momentarily released from these incessant thoughts. The still spirits Allow me to hear the heavens talk. Solace in a four-wall room that's getting smaller. I wish I was a bit taller, I wish I was a baller. So if you got 5 on it, then by all means burn it down. You best believe that the world will keep turning round. 5-finger discount. I wanna steal your attention with a different perception, to leave yours in suspension. I never crack a 6-pack cause I think that it's dense. I like to strike a white lightning to activate my 6th sense. Just a man trying to understand the earth's 7 wonders. The pure shall cast a stone first, but my words been cursed by blunders. Call me crazy, but I think I kinda like it when the 7 deadly sins have got me in a vice grip. Hard to write this cause my thoughts move at a crazy rate. Still all I can do is chill from now till lazy 8. But wait, some say the 9th scripture is adjacent. The revolution will not be televised, and neither will the revelation. Cause 10 out of 10 times in the past somebody got the date wrong. They're switching up the melody, but they're still singing the same song. And it won't take long for another claim to surface. Is it the 11th hour, or are they just trying to make you nervous? Building up a fan base, some seekers of destruction, all following the leader cause lines cheaper by the dozen. That's a circle of life like Simba raised up at high noon. I am the light moving through like a humanoid typhoon. Got a 12-step program for you to grab the truth. Prophecies of a drunken man whose words are absolute. So 13's an evil number. Well, that's how you perceive things. Who's to say if your darkest days are really your brightest evenings? Bobbing and weaving, they got you jumping through corporate hoops. Systematic, bi-weekly game you can't afford to lose. Of course you choose to play, cause 14 days isn't that long. Luck's down, you turn it around with a sad song. A dim path, lit solely by torchlight, and the only salvation is breadcrumbs every fortnight. So you extort bites of freedom, a royal wine and dine. Lost faith in the clock, cause it's quarter past your time to shine. You wish for more than rain, you wanna lift these limits, the silver linings and the fame, and you want 15 minutes. I wish the same, it's rough, but still I'm hanging tough. Cause I got a lot on my brain and it seems the 16 just ain't enough. This business is dangerous. And the scene is harsh, that's why I keep the tonics close like it's the 17th of March. Ing, to the brump-a-bum of my own drum. Though I enjoy the company, at times I'd rather keep to my lonesome. And I've grown some since the days before it was legal for me to smoke those sugar-coated sticks of evil and retrieval. I quit smoking cigarettes before I was 18. No way to Nicorette, just a bunch of homemade stay-away schemes. An electronic alternative before it was mainstream. A bionic crutch to help a hipster stay clean. Between daydreams and nightmares is where I linger. Cause all these highs and lows have put me through the ringer. Still a springer that'll bounce back to ascend higher. Like the 19th century fall and rise of empires, I'll end prior to my due date in the limelight. And I know I'll make mistakes cause I've 20/20 hindsight. I always think that I'm right, even when I know I'm wrong. Smoke a dub of free speech, enjoy the fine night and coast along. Cause you will never be forever 21. And that's a tough thought for you to process in your Pentium. Send me some of your finest liquors from my knapsack, cause it's retrospect and underage drink until I'm blackjack. And that's that, cause the dream life's a catch-22. So you better get it while the getting's hot and 23 skidoo. Only 24 short hours a day to snatch a purpose. And some say the money's good, but it'll barely scratch the surface. That the true meaning is love, and never having to say you're sorry. If these girls disregard me, you're all invited to my pity party. You don't start me on a quagmire of a silver anniversary. 25 years with the same person to nurture me. It isn't science or surgery to see that this is eating me. Guess I'll brush it off and catch the 26th letter repeatedly. Cause if love is all that matters, then what matters ain't spectacular. So I do apologize for my scatterbrained vernacular.